guys for being here. And if you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. So, I am here to chat with you guys tonight about synchronicities and angel numbers and signs, specifically the numbers 1111, 111, 333, 555, 222, and 444. And maybe the sevens too. I might just talk about all of them. I just went through all the numbers. We're just gonna flow with it. So, and if you have any questions about this, please drop your questions below in the feed so that I can answer them as I go. I want to interact with you on this and really make sure that I'm serving you in a way that is helpful and beneficial for you during this time. So I do have a couple card decks here too. I may pull some cards for the collective in just a little bit. So I have been getting a lot of messages like in my inbox about people seeing repeating numbers and what does that mean, and specifically 1111 and some others. So I really wanted to bring some light to this topic tonight. Hey, Kristen. So where do I begin with this? I feel like I start explaining things really well through story time. So I'm going to start with a little bit of story time. And, oh, me too, girlfriend. I saw 333 today as well. So, story time. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back about 10 years from now. So like 2009, 2010-ish. And that was when I started seeing repeating numbers. Specifically 1111 was like the first number pattern that I kept seeing everywhere. And my sister, you know, growing up, she was always like, oh, you see 1111, you make a wish. And I was like, this is just like happening a little too often to just like be making a wish all of these times, right? Like I was newish on my spiritual like awareness, I would say. And I had recently received my first level Reiki attunements. I was going through a really, really tough breakup with an ex of mine. And a little bit of a backstory. I was in a very unhealthy, toxic relationship with him. He was in Iraq twice. He did 2 deployments. So I did 2 deployments with him as he was away. And unfortunately, you know, he came back with a lot of trauma, a lot of alcohol and substance abuse. And he just was, you know, wasn't a healthy relationship for me or for him at the time. But we were together a long time. We lived together, like the whole thing, right? So around the same time that I started to see the number signs, I was really starting to wake up to a new spiritual path and like clearing a lot of stuff out of my life, out of my energy. I had started a business, my first massage therapy business up in Massachusetts around, you know, a few years before that. And everything around this time period where I started seeing the numbers, it was like everything was magnified. So my business started booming. I left the toxic relationship and like totally got my shit together. I found really beautiful, like connected with really beautiful new girlfriends, like friends that I had, like this really good support system. And I started seeing these numbers and I was like, what in the fuck is this, right? Like there's gotta be more to it. Like this is how my mind works. This is how I work. Hey, Sharon. This is how I work. Hey, Kristen. Did I already say hi to you, love? Hi. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. So around this time, I start seeing the numbers, right? And I'm like, what in the fuck does this mean? Like I have I'm very spiritual, but I'm also like logical. I have that like grounded sense to me where I love learning things. I love figuring things out. I always want to know more, especially in the spiritual realm, which at that time was very new to me. So I looked up 1111 and I wanted to know what it meant. And the first thing that showed up was spiritual awakening or new levels in your spirituality. The next thing that I saw was about angels and your angels being with you and that they're supporting you, and the positivity of your thoughts and how important it is to really pay attention to what your thoughts are because they're manifesting rapidly. So when I first started, you know, seeing these, I was like, holy shit, like that was actually what was happening in my life experience. I started having a lot more synchronicities just in general. Like I said, I had left the boyfriend and the business started booming. So I was already actively manifesting and actively like working with the law of attraction, but I wasn't as familiar, obviously, as I am now, you know, fast forward 10 years later. So it really started this feeling of support and this feeling of, wow, I am guided, and there is like, you know, the universal sources really are like working with me and they're showing themselves to me. Numbers are, this is one thing that I really want you to take away from this. Seeing synchronicities in numbers is a major, major, major sign from the universe, from God, from the angels, from whatever it is that you resonate with. Everybody has a different, you know, terminology with their spirituality, right? So let me know in the comments below, like, what words resonate with you? Do you go with source? Do you go with universe? Do you go with God? Do you go with angels? Do you go with all of those things? Like, I feel like I kind of go with all of those things. Let me know in the comments, like, what's your vibe? What are your words? I'm curious. So they really are there to, this is their obvious flashlight of like, we're here, we're with you, we're following you, we're supporting you, we're here, we're sending you messages, we're trying to get in contact with you. Numbers are a very grounded way for people, you know, we're humans, right? We're in the physical plane, and universe, spirit is in a spiritual energetic plane, right? We can't see them, but they're there. So they have to communicate with us in a way that gets our attention. And numbers are a way that they get our attention. And each of the numbers has a different vibration or a different energy to it. So 111 or 111, the number of one specifically, is about new beginnings. It's about starting fresh. It's about transformation. It's about really rebirth and new, and just going on this adventure and this opening and this awakening and this elevated energy. I feel like I'm doing this because I'm my mind is like, tell them about the plants. So thinking of like planting a seed and then like watching it grow, like that's like the new beginning. Those are the ones, those are the 11s. It's like things are like sprouting and starting to open up for you. So you've been on this journey maybe for a little while, and now it's like next level of your awakening. You're opening up to new beginnings and new things that are showing up in your experience. And if you've been on the spiritual path for a while and it's showing up more and more, like for me personally, I have, the last time before right now in this current situation, I've been seeing 1111 for like 3 months, almost every day, everywhere. 111, 1111, and 444 are like my numbers. If you watch my Instagram or Facebook stories, you'll see me posting about them all the time. So, backtrack. The last time I was seeing 111 and 1111 every single day was before my husband and I decided to move to Florida, which was 3 years ago. And it was, we lived in Massachusetts. So right after we had I have a whole story behind that, but right after we decided to move, it was like every day, 1111, like on the point. So really the angels, universe, source, spirit, they want you to know that they're with you. They want you to know that you're supported. They want you to know that they're there, that they're listening, that they're helping you, that they are wanting to communicate more with you. So I always advise people, whether it's another number or this, thank them. Say thank you. Thank you. Like, you're here. Thank you. I asked my husband what it means to him because he sees them often too. And he said, it gives me a feeling of hope, and it gives me a feeling of like peace, like overcomes me. Like, you know, I'm in this like blanket of like peace. And I was like, wow, that's a really, oh, what a beautiful like analogy, right? So when you notice the numbers, whatever they are, whatever it means specifically to you, and I'll talk about the numbers, the other numbers too, but really I want you to like listen in to what's going on in your life at that moment, what it feels like for you, and really create your own meaning, your own bond with it, with your universal, divine source, angels, God, whatever, presence, whatever that connection is for you. It's really helping you foster that connection even more. They're letting you know that they're there. They're letting you know that you're there. that they're there, and they're there to support you, and they're there on your side, and you have a whole team of you know, energy working with you for your highest good, for your highest benefit, to keep you moving forward, and to let you know that, you know, it's all good. It's all good. All is well. All is well. So I'm going to talk about the fours next. So 444 is a very high vibrational angelic number, and specifically for the angelic realm. So for me personally, I vibrate very strongly with the angelic realm. I work with the angels all the time in my own, like, my personal healing, as well as with my clients. I do channeled angelic readings as one of my services. And for me, that number has always been a sign that they are, like, they're wanting to connect with me at that moment, and they're there with me, connecting with me at that moment. It's also, 444 is also a number of support, stability, and protection. So if you start seeing the fours, know that you are protected, know that you are guided, know that you are supported, and that's a very, it's a higher vibrational frequency. So they're all high vibrational frequencies, but 444 is just a little, it's specific to the angelic realm. Okay, so we talked about the ones. Twos. Twos are a sign to have more faith. Hold your faith, have your faith, trust in yourself. So if you start seeing the twos, it's really wanting you to, the angels are really, or source spirit, they're really wanting you to focus on your faith, trusting yourself more. So really trusting yourself more, and bringing in more harmony as well. So where can you find more harmony and balance in your life? That's going to be really important for you if you start seeing the twos, or even like 1222 or 222, or some variation of that. Let me know in the comments what numbers do you see? Because if you're on here live and you're curious about this, please let me know what numbers it is that you've been seeing in your experience. I want to know. So threes, I love threes. Threes are the number of, they're a very strong creative energy. They're also very strong, a connection with the ascended masters. Jesus is one of the ascended masters. He was human, but also godly, right? So ascended masters are kind of a whole nother topic, but it's just a different energetic realm. So Jesus is one of the ascended masters. Mother Mary is also an ascended master. They were actual humans that were on, you know, in the physical, and then are in the spiritual, but have a, like, godly presence. Okay, so just to explain that a little bit. So 333 is a very strong archangel number. It is the number of Jesus. If you resonate with him and he's part of your religion or your spirituality, he's showing up to let you know that he is with you. Very, very strong creative, inspirational energy. So really getting into that space of creativity, play, finding your inspiration, and knowing that you are guided in that creativity at those moments that you see it. It's a reminder to get into that creative play or flow, that, like, nurturing and feminine energy as well. Jackie says 1111, threes and fives. Yes, I love it. Sharon always sees 1111. Amen, amen, amen. I love this. So Jackie, this one's for you, girl. I'm going to talk about the fives next because I'm trying to go in order, but I started with the ones and the fours. And sevens too. Love it. So Jackie, let me know if this is new for you. Have you been seeing this for a while? And Sharon, the same thing. Anybody that's here, like, have you been seeing this for a while? Is this new to you? Do you have any questions about it? Drop them in the comments and I'll answer them for you here. So fives, love, 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 love the fives. So fives are all about big, happy changes. Big transformation, big happy changes, a lot of transformation on all planes: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, financial, all of the ways, lots of changes. Jackie, I'm picking up on, like, changes in your environment. Obviously, we're all, like, stuck home right now, but I feel like there's something going on in your environment too. This is just coming through right now. I need to shift my light. Jackie, let me know if that resonates with you, if there's something different as far as, like, a location showing up for you. Big happy changes coming as far as that. So fives, yeah, transformation. 5 is really a strong number of transformation and beautiful new things coming. your way. And if you're starting to see combinations of numbers, know that you can kind of put the meanings together. So like if you're seeing 2s and 4s, the 2s meaning, you know, like more faith and trust, like have faith and trust that you are supported and guided and protected, and that you're moving in the right direction. Like that would be a combination of the numbers of 2s and 4s, like the combination of the vibrations, okay? So let's talk about the 6s. So 6 is a very much home, family, home and family number. It's the number of like grounded, homey, security, like that comfort number. It's very much about fostering your relationships with yourself, your relationships with others. And it's also a number that is more easygoing. It's a bit more fluid. It's a bit more flowy. It's not a super grounded number like some of the other numbers are. So if you start to see repeating 6s, there may be something shifting within your home environment, or you're craving more connection, that type of stuff. The 7s are strong in you are on your right path, and it's a strong spiritual number as well. So you're on your right spiritual path, or you're following a spiritual path, and you're moving in that right direction, or that direction that's feeling good for you. So if you start seeing 7s a lot, pay attention to what's going on and what you're guided towards. Like whatever you're guided towards, and that intuitive nudge, whatever is calling you, like if it's calling you to explore new personal development courses or classes, or working with a coach or a guide, or learning more about your spirituality, or learning more about your gifts as a light worker. Jackie, I don't feel like this message is for you. Are you a light worker? Your energy is very strong right now. I don't mean to exclude anybody else on here, but sometimes that happens. Especially through conversation here. Home, working on your business instead of your day job. Okay, that's definitely a shift, yes. Long time generally reminds you of your guardian angels. Yes, Sharon, totally. Cool. Yes, Leona says she's seeing 1111 and 111 a lot the last couple of weeks. Yes, this is a collective thing too. So I'm going to touch on that in a moment. So 7s are very much spiritual path number. So keep following those nudges, keep following that intuition, know that you are divinely guided. 8s are a number of sorry, I'm laughing at myself. 8s are a number, repeating numbers. Apparently I'm vibing with that right now. So 8s are a number of abundance. They're a number of prosperity. They're a number that is reminding you of your infinite abundance, and that you are, as a soul, infinite. As a human having this experience, having a spirit having this human experience. I always fuck that up. I always go back and forth. When you see the 8s, it's really a number of abundance, of prosperity, and reminding you of your infinites. It's that number, right? That infinity sign. So reminding you that you are infinite, that everything is infinite, and to embrace that part of you. 9s are a very strong number of endings as well as new beginnings. So the 9 is kind of completing. If you see a lot of 9s, it's the number also of like reverence for humanity. So if you are a healer or a light worker, or doing something that's calling your soul into that way, you might start seeing the 9s more. 9s are a very strong number of the light worker or spiritual workers as well. And also for others who may not be in that realm, it's a number of endings, but endings in a way that it's opening up new opportunities for you. So not like ending, like things are going to end. It's like one door closes and another door opens. So you're coming at the end of a cycle that you may have been in for, a little while or a long while, depending on whatever's going on in your life. 9s are reminding you, okay, things are kind of finishing up right now. Like, we're tying up loose ends. We're working things out, and the new beginning is coming your way. 0s, cannot forget about the 0s. Also, if you see a number paired with a 0, like 1010 or 2020, this year, holy shit. So 0s are magnifiers. They magnify the numbers that they're with. And they are also significant of great potential. So your potential. Endings and beginnings don't exist. So that circle is like the never-ending cycle of life. It's your potential that lies within that circle of life. And paired with the other numbers, it is a magnifier. So FYI, 2020, hold your faith, find the harmony, work on your balance. It's also a number 4, so getting grounded, numerology. I don't mean to confuse anybody, but 2 and 2, 4, kind of a separate topic, but I feel like I need to talk about 2020 right now because this year is fucking nuts. So, cray. Can I get an amen for this year being fucking crazy? So crazy. So 2s and 0s, holding your faith, keeping the trust, and also a 4 is a number of getting grounded, finding your own stability, finding your own protection, finding your own security, like within your own self, within. That inner work is so important right now. My heart is exploding just saying that. The inner work for all of you, for all of us, for myself included, for all of us, the inner work is so important right now. To do the healing, to go through the stuff, to create the changes, to really clear and get rid of anything that is holding us back, that is not allowing us to bust through and transform and be in this period of awakening and rebirth. Now is the time. Like, now is the time. Like, now is the time for you to really go within, do the deep inner healing, do the work, so that when you come out of this, you feel not just this, like this pandemic that's going on right now, this year. I mean this year. This year is setting us up for the next decade, right? So going within and really creating that change so that your outer world can shift, so that your outer world transforms. It starts within here. It starts within you. This is one of the main reasons why I love the work that I do and why I'm here to serve you in all the ways, right? Because I love that work. I live it, I breathe it, I do it, I teach it, I coach it, I guide it, all the things, right? That inner work is so freaking potent and so freaking powerful. And like, now is the time for you, especially if you are bringing it full circle now, especially if you are starting to see the ones. Because ones are the new beginnings. Ones are the new beginnings. Ones are the awakenings. Ones are you're cracking the fuck open and it's time to go within. There is massive shit happening for you. Massive. For all of us. There's massive stuff happening for all of us. But specifically, if you're seeing those numbers, like, they're getting your attention. They're wanting your attention. They're wanting you to start something new. They're wanting you to dive in to what is coming. They're wanting you to embrace the opportunities at hand for you to dive in deeper, right? They're wanting you to do that. And you get to choose. We all have free will, right? You get to choose what path you go down. You get to choose if this feels right or if that feels right. And you get to learn how to trust yourself more, right? You get to learn how to trust yourself more and more and more and more. I always say this to, I say this to you guys in here. I say this to my individual clients. Like, I am not here to tell you what to do and how you live your life. Like, hell fucking no. You do your life. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to guide you. I am here to lead you. I am here to help you navigate and get that clarity that you need, and to open you up to new perspectives and to see with clearer vision, and to help you attract and align into the energy of the things that you want to create. But I can't do that without you, right? Like, I'm the guide. I'm the facilitator. You're the one doing it. You're the one living it. You're the one breathing it. You are the only one in your life that knows what's best for you. You have to learn how to trust yourself. Trusting yourself. And the first way to learn how to trust yourself is to listen to those whispers, listen to that intuition. What is pulling you in? What is it that is pulling you in that you want to explore, that is going to help you get to that next level? What's going to help you heal more? What's going to help you transform yourself more? What is that for you? You get to decide. There's so many opportunities. There's so much potential out there to help you grow and to help you shift and to help you heal and to help you become this higher version of yourself, this awakened, blossoming, like lotus flower. Now is the time. Now is the time. Like, fuck the fear and do it anyway. Like, what are you afraid of? Fuck the fear and do it anyway. I love working through fears, by the way. I'm working through fears all the fucking time. All right, I'm gonna check some comments here and see what's happening. Jackie says she's gonna be at home working on her soul biz instead of her day job. Cool. Amen, sister friend. Leona, yes, girl. Seeing 111 a lot. My candle's getting too hot for the phone. Awakening big time. Leona. Watch your thoughts. Keep them positive and on what you want to create. That's another thing for the ones. Keeping your thoughts on what you desire to create. And once you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. So really focusing only on what you want after you get clear about what that is. And if you're not sure what you want and you don't even know what you need and you're just feeling like lonely and down and like you don't have any hope left, or you're just like feeling lost in direction, reach out to me. I'm here for you. We can hop on a connection call and get some clarity and connection around that. NLP practitioner, amen. Yes, totally got those vibes, Jackie. What beautiful work you're doing in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you for you. Amen, Thanto, yes. Yes, Karina's been seeing it too. Waking up. Age of Aquarius, Dawn says. New beginnings and new changes for amazing things. Yes, yes, yes. So another thing that I want to say, I'm going to pick a few cards for the collective. I'm being called to pull 3 cards for you guys and deliver some messages there. The last thing that I want to say about the numbers, specifically 111, is really focusing, you know, that manifestation power, that intention is really, really strong when you start seeing that. So we are all co-creators with the universe, right? Like, we all have that creative power within us. That is what we are here. We are here to experience joy. We are here to experience love. We are here to experience bliss. And we are here as co-creators of our own realities. The ones are a very strong vibration, again, of the new beginnings, but really focusing on your thoughts and that creative, magnetic, manifesting power that you have within you. And we can rapidly manifest things, positive or negative. We're doing it all the time, every day, all day long. We are magnets. We are magnets for our life experience on the outside, right? So if there's things happening on the external world that you're not enjoying or you're not desiring or you want to shift, that starts from within. Nothing outside of you is going to change until you shift what's going on within you, right? That's the work that I do. That's the work that I love. Amen. If you're with me on that, give me an amen. And I'd love to help and support you if that's something that you want to work on. Shifting your shit is my specialty. So there's that. Really focusing on what you desire and not what you don't want. Because the universe doesn't speak in no, it only speaks in yes. The universe only speaks in yes. So you have to tell it only what you want. Okay, that's the simplest explanation. Yes, Jackie, it goes much deeper than that. But for this conversation, we're gonna stay there. Okay, I'm gonna pull 3 cards for the collective. Right now, this is the Angels of Abundance deck. And there's one message for you all in here. Another thing that I want to say is when I use the word collective, I mean all of you in here right now and really all of humanity. We're all going through a massive transformation and a massive change right now and a massive awakening. So a lot more souls are going to be, this is so perfect. A lot more souls are going to be seeing these numbers and starting to wake up on their spiritual path. And it's really important for all of us to continue stepping into the light. So fighting the fears with love and doing our deep inner healing and the work so that we can show up brighter in the world for everybody else. So the card that I chose for everybody from the Angels of Abundance deck is here. It's called Ask for Your Needs to Be Met. This is so beautiful. So if you are having fears around what's going on right now and resources, or feeling like you're stuck in a lack or scarcity mindset, this card is definitely going to help to bring you some peace and some ease. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So this is a really beautiful card because I feel like the timing that we're in right now, people are desiring support, they're desiring to feel helped, and they're desiring guidance, they're desiring growth, they're desiring healing, they're desiring to do all the things, and you feel like you have to do it all on your own. Like you don't have to do it all on your own. There's people here to support you. There's humans here to support you. There's metaphysical beings to support you. Your spiritual team is here to support you. But you have to ask for the help. Asking opens you up to receiving it. So if you're not asking, you're not allowing yourself to receive it. Okay? This is one thing that I really want you to take from this conversation, just this part right now, is that if you're not asking for the help and you're not willing to ask and receive it, then you're not opening yourself up really to receive it. And I also want you to know that, like, coming from myself, I am a very strong, independent, like, fierce woman. And I also appreciate support in all of the ways, abundant support in all the ways, right? You can have both. You're not burdening anybody. I get people in my inbox all the time saying, I'm sorry for reaching out to you, but like, fuck that. Don't apologize for reaching out to me. Like, I will answer in a way that feels good for me. So just FYI, you're not bothering me. B, if you don't ask for help, you're not going to receive it, right? It's a sign of strength. It's a sign of courage. To receive, to allow yourself to receive is a sign of courage. To step out of that comfort zone of, I have to do everything all myself all the time. Like, no, you fucking don't. There are people in spirit realm, in human space, in everywhere that are there to help and support you. They're there to help and support you. So ask. Ask for your needs to be met. And if you don't know what the fuck your needs are, if you don't even know what you need, let's have a conversation and get some clarity around that. Because you must know what you need in order to ask for it. Clarity is really important too, right? So there's that message. There's two more. Hi, Jeannie. Oh, it's so good to see you. It's been a while. Hey, Denise. Yes, 11s. A lot of new beginnings for you as well. Keeping those thoughts. Whoa, 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 okay. Okay, we got 3 from this deck. Those babies, like, couldn't even shuffle them. They just, like, hopped on out. I love when that happens. This is the Super Attractor deck. Oh, this one needs to go first. Okay, 4. We're going with the same theme here. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. So this is really beautiful, going with the asking for help. So once you ask for the help, get your mind out of the way, like get out of your own way and let the people come to you. Let yourself ask and be guided. That's what I meant to say. Let yourself ask and then be guided to the people, the places, the things that are going to help you on your path. In whatever way, shape, or form that you are needing at the time. Help comes in many different forms. So let yourself ask and then allow yourself to receive the guidance. And once you receive the guidance, follow it. Go with it. Don't second guess yourself. Don't get stuck in this like analytical, is this right for me? Is this not right for me? Like mind place. Like feel it in your heart. What is your heart saying about it? What is your heart feeling about it? Trusting that. Trusting that. You don't have to have all the answers to take the first step. You don't have to know what to expect to take the first step. You don't have to know fucking anything to take the first step. All you have to know is what it feels like here and what it feels like here, and to go for it, to take that action as you are led. Is this making sense to you guys? Do you have any questions about this? I'd love to hear from you. Okay, and here we go. I trust that my powerful intentions are combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. So let's talk about intentions. Hi, Jess. Thanks for joining, beauty. So, I trust my intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become a reality. Your intention is so important. Your attention and the intention and attention combined is so fucking powerful. So when you intend on something to happen, so an intention is a goal, is something that you want, is something that you're working towards, is really what your heart is going into, right? Something that you're really desiring to experience or to call in or to feel. And when you combine that with a sense of faith and knowingness and finding your own inner certainty, finding that certainty within you, finding your faith in whatever way, shape, or form that means to you. The next card is about spiritual connection. So really allowing yourself to connect not only within but with your guides through the numbers is a beautiful way to do that, right? Asking them for numbers, even. Like asking them for signs in that way, asking them for guidance in that way is a really beautiful way to work with, you know, a new connection to the spiritual realm through the numbers that you're already seeing. Like, hey, if, you know, I'm thinking about this or I'm asking for help and guidance with this, show me these numbers to let me know if this is the right path for me. Be specific though. Don't do like a yes or a no. Like, I do this often, like, if this is right for me, show me a orange butterfly. If this is right for me, show me a yellow butterfly. If this is right for me, show me 8s. If this is right for me, show me this. Like, be specific, right? So if you're needing extra guidance and you're needing a sign, trust your intention and also ask, right? Again, asking and allowing the help to show up for you and then taking appropriate action, but knowing that that's enough. Like, you are enough. Those things are enough. That is part of your path. It's part of your awakening and opening path. It's part of you being guided. It's part of you being led. Does that all make sense? Whew, I have one more card. Getting back. Oh, Dawn, I'm very sorry to hear about the tragic event. Lean into that. Lean into it more and trust yourself. And do the healing around it so you're not bringing extra baggage into that relationship. That's my compassionate truth bomb. Do the work so you don't bring the baggage in to the new relationship. This is super important. Super, super, super important. I would not have met my husband at the time that I did. I would not have the healthy, loving marriage that I have without doing the work and getting rid of the shit before I met him. And the same with him. Like, we both had like fucked up relationships before we met each other. We did the work, right? So do the work, Dawn, before you get into something else. And feel it. Feel into it. Lean in. You know what's right for you, okay? All right, last card. My greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force. They come through freedom. So this is really cool because I was on my Peloton bike. You can see it back there. I just got up on my birthday on Wednesday. My birthday was on Sunday, but I got it last week and I'm loving it. But why is this important right now? Because I was on the Peloton yesterday morning and one of the things that the instructor said was discipline creates freedom. Discipline creates freedom. So how can you create more freedom through discipline? I feel like that's why this card is showing up. What can you do every day to keep yourself in a grounded, stable, calm space and also allow yourself to flow with the freedom to shift and transform as you go? Like, both of those are paired for freedom. You have to have the discipline first and then the freedom comes. And the discipline, the greatest spiritual shifts coming through force. You don't want to force things. You want to feel into them. You want them to feel good. You want things to come to you. When you do the work, it has to come to you. Instead of pushing and forcing and making shit happen. Like, fuck that. It doesn't work. You're going to push and push and push and push and push things away. So quit it. Quit doing that. Law of attraction is pulling things in. Law of attraction is being the magnet and the energetic, like, aligned person to what you want to call into your experience. And then it shows up for you and with you and you're open to receiving it. So really allowing your shifts to come through flexibility, to come through freedom, to come through that flow. And I feel like at a time right now, the time that we're in right now, the way that you can cultivate more freedom and more flow and flexibility, granted, we all have maybe a lot more time right now, or maybe we don't because we're homeschooling kids or whatever that looks like for you in your experience right now. Time is totally irrelevant right now. I really want you to just like let go of like time just for a moment if you can, and embrace every day in a disciplined like routine, like something, anything that can be routine and disciplined for you. You be disciplined in your routine for you, what you're going to do for you. That is going to set you up with support and structure and stability, and the rest can be flowing and freedom and all of the things. But you have to start with a foundation. So your routine is going to be your foundation. Whatever that looks like for you, if you need help, if you don't even know what that looks like, if you don't even know, like I said earlier, if you don't know what you need, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what the fuck is going on, reach out to me. Let's book a call so that you can get some clarity and direction and know what the fuck is going on in your life, and we can navigate it together. Love, love, love doing that work. And it's important. It's important to have some type of a routine so that you have stability and flexibility, and then you can create more freedom for your shifts and your transformations. I feel like I've been on here a long time. Hey, Esty. Okay, beauties, does anybody have any questions about the numbers or anything else in regards to signs, number signs, anything like that? I'm gonna wait just another second. I am so grateful that you were all here. Thank you for joining me tonight. I also want to mention, I was going to do this at the beginning, but I just kind of hopped in. I have some really beautiful opportunities and specials running this month for April. When you purchase 2 single sessions, either a distance Reiki healing, an individual reading, or single coaching session, for every 2, you get 1 free. So if you purchase 2 of them, you'll get a 3rd, because I really am in this space of everybody's transforming. I want to be generous with my time so that I can support you more during this time of like massive shifts. So I don't do this very often, very, very rarely actually. So purchase those if you're being led to do some deeper work and to really get into the vibes of transformation, and vibe with me one-to-one. It'll be a lot of fun, I promise. Massive upgrades will occur. And I also have, I've uploaded some digital programs. So I have attraction training for the newbies. If you are new to Law of Attraction and you want to dive in a little deeper, I have a 3-hour program on that. It's phenomenal. I have a Healing for Anxiety series that is phenomenal. It's about healing for anxiety, bringing you peace and empowerment. I have a 28-day journaling journey, also for peace and empowerment. So that's something that you would do on your own. It's 28 days of journaling prompts, bomb.com. And don't go to bomb.com. Go to lisaharriet.com. That's my site, lisaharriet.com. What else do I have for you? I have aromatherapy oils and sprays, and I have transformational journeys. So my 4-week, my 6-week, and my 3-month programs, if you register for one of those, and if you're curious, we can set up a connection call. It's 30 minutes of a free call to just like connect and vibe and see what's going on with you and how I can support you. So if that's something that you're curious about, let me know. Just send me a DM or comment below with the word curious. And so my coaching journeys, with every one of those, you'll get an extra week added on if you purchase in the month of, or sign up in the month of April, and you can use that anytime in 2020. And yeah, you get an extra week and a free gift, and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of time with me to transform and heal your shit and attract epic magic into your life, and to become a higher, better, enhanced version of you. So there's all of that, my mouth full of announcements and logistical stuff. If you have questions about any of this, do not hesitate to reach out to me and we can connect. All right, I love you all so much. Thanks for being here. It was a pleasure and honor to serve you tonight as always, and I'll see you soon. Mwah.